Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be going over with you guys how I'm setting up my vertical and horizontal this week. This is my first time filming both, so it might be a little rough, so just bear with me. This week I'm going to be using a kit from Fern Creek Sticker Studio. It's this adorable little boo kit and it's adorable. So this one did not have individual boxes for the dates for the date cover-up, so I did just kind of have to do my best here. I had to lay out Monday through Tuesday and then Saturday back to Friday, then I cut that off and added Thursday in, and even then it wasn't placed amazing, so I went back and kind of fixed the beginning of the week and cut some off, but it was fine. It's not something that's really going to bother me. It doesn't line up perfectly, but I mean, I have been using this long enough to understand which day is which in here, and it doesn't really bother me that they don't sync up perfectly, so it's fine. But anyways, this is my probably third or fourth time using Fern Creek stickers in my MäksēLife, so I've pretty much got a hang of like how I use like the small washi, the thicker washi, the date cover-ups, so feel really good about using those. I don't have a ton of leftover stickers at the end, which I really like. I really hate being wasteful. So you guys will see me, I'm in a pretty good groove with using these stickers. But while I do that, I thought I'd just kind of talk to you guys about my thought behind using my vertical and my horizontal. So if you guys already caught the video of me doing the switch of combining them both, I talked a little bit about how I thought that I would use them. It might change. I don't want to sit here and tell you guys like this is exactly how I do it. It is changing, and you guys can come along this journey with me every week as I plan them out. I'm not sure that I will always do this part, the kit part. You guys will have to let me know in the comments if you guys really enjoyed this part. This kit part in the vertical is mainly for me to map out exactly how I'm using my week, looking at it from like a weekly view. So in the grand scheme of things, in this grand scheme of a week, how am I using each day in the time that I have? I work about 10 to 11 hours a day right now just because it's a crazy time, but normally I work about 9 to 10 hours, but either way, it takes up a huge chunk of my day. So I like to see, you know, how am I using this small amount of extra time that I have each day to make sure that I'm getting done tasks that are going to line up with my yearly, monthly, and then weekly broken down goals. So that's why I think it's really important for me to keep my hourly in my life. It helps me time block. And then you'll see I'm going to be using my vertical to help me with those tasks that I line out each day. So instead of writing my like to-do list kind of in these verticals, I'm going to be using it more so as an area for me to chunk off how I'm using my time. There are just so many different ways that you can use the vertical. I know my friend Darian, she uses it to, I forget the exact words, but basically like memory keeping. I think that's actually what she calls it. So she'll go back and kind of write in like what she did for the day, or like things that brought her joy, just whatever it is. It's kind of something that she does as she goes, but I think she'll also tell you that she's learning how to use both as well. So I think that's one thing that you can expect from both of us, is to be really honest with you guys about how we're using both, because I think it's going to be different as we grow and evolve in using both of these layouts week by week and side by side. One thing that I want to start introducing is some more like budget check-ins within here, because I'm going to have more room in between the layouts and then in between each week, just because there is technically an extra 3 pages. But as soon as I come up with something like that, of course I want to kind of test it out before I show you guys. So it's something that I'm thinking about and I'm working on, so I'll have to let you guys know. But please let me know how you guys feel about me not showing the kit part and maybe just more of the horizontal, because that's more of goal setting. Or let me know if you like seeing both. I was able to make it just slightly less than 15 minutes, which is most important to me. I just don't like to make these too long. I like to keep your guys' attention and keep it interesting, so I try to keep it less than 15 minutes. So I'm gonna pause and I'll come back when it's time to talk about what I'm doing in my horizontal, but I'll just let you guys kind of hang out with me for a little bit and watch me do my thing. right, so that pretty much wraps up my vertical. So as you can see, there are some pages in between. So this is actually the end of the month, so I'm not going to do my end of the month reflection right now. But there's also a goals page. I'm not sure how I want to use that yet. I have a couple different ideas floating through there, but for right now, I'm not using it. I'm going to just use one weekly goal page, weekly actions goal page, which is in the beginning of my vertical. So we'll see. That might evolve and change as I do both layouts, but we'll see. So right now I'm just kind of drawing some lines through the middle. What I noticed, I was kind of nervous that I was running out of time here. I wish I kind of had slowed down and made these lines a little bit better looking. They're also like a little bit not centered, which also drives me crazy. But at the same time, I'm still learning. This isn't going to be a perfect layout. So I've kind of thought that on the left side of things, I would write any appointments that I have, or like certain things that are going to take up a chunk of my day. So I work most days this week. I have a weird rotation where, like this week in particular, if you're looking at it Monday through Sunday, I only have one day off. But then next week when you look at it, I'll have Wednesday. I always have Wednesdays off, but I either work that weekend or I don't. So this weekend that I'm planning out, I do work. So I'm just going to write when I work. I only have one thing going on this week that's not work, but if I had like any dentist appointments or anything like that going on, I would write that here. I actually messed up there. I put all that stuff together, but it's whatever. I'm still learning. It's not going to bother me too badly. Also, I put a line down at the bottom in my notes section, but I have not figured out how I want to use that note section. I do feel like it's a bit redundant to use those habit trackers there as well, because I don't have like 10 habits that I'm trying to track, and I just find that to be a little bit too much. So I might cover that in pictures down there, or I might just, like how I separated it, I might do the bottom with like wins and ops for the week, wins and opportunities, because I think I'm going to be using the notes and reflections page for something else. So on Sunday, I wrote down that I have small group. I actually I wrote 5 to 7 there. In my vertical, I wrote that it was 5:30. I don't know what I was thinking. So on Wednesday, I didn't know what to put that in, so I just did the work color, but I have a parent-teacher conference on Wednesday for little Miss Kenzie. So I'm excited about that. So here I'm going through with my different colors that represent the different Makse colors too. So that red one represents work. The orange is fun. What color is that? Purple represents family. And then green represents budget. And then as we're going into the weekend, Friday is always family fun night. I usually try not, if I do anything, I clean up the house and I let my kids kind of have some fun in the meantime. And they'll do kind of like a movie night while I clean up. It really just depends on what I have going on. Saturday, of course, is Halloween, so we're gonna be doing fun stuff there. And then Sunday, I'm not gonna lie, the days that I work and go to small group are pretty rough to get everything done. So we'll see. I do try to continue to do my Sunday reset. It just is sometimes a little bit harder. So on Monday, I plan on working on stuff for my YouTube. I want to work on my intro video. Also want to work on cleaning up my thumbnails. I'm not even sure I spelled that right. Don't judge me. So in my vertical, you guys will notice, or maybe remember, that I wrote on there that Monday was going to be the day that I worked on my YouTube stuff. So when I flip it over, I can reference what exactly I wanted to do for that. And then Tuesday, I'm hoping to have a planner meetup or a planner call, so I didn't really note much for that. Wednesday, I'm trying to make some really intentional time. Like family movie night is fun, but it doesn't really require much like interaction. So I'm hoping that we'll have some really good weather Wednesday. It's looking hopeful. It's supposed to snow today, so it's fun. But that I can get my kids outside and have fun and just spend like really intentional time. So not on any sort of tablet or my phone, or no electronic devices, and just kind of hanging out and just spending really intentional time together. So that's what I'm going to be doing Wednesday. That's kind of with the kids. I also will have my own to-do lists that I'm going to be doing Wednesday for like house stuff, and I did list that stuff out in the vertical just because there was more room. So I'll definitely have to bounce between the two layouts. I get paid on Friday, and so does my husband, so I'll be doing a budget reset on Thursday just to make sure that we're all good and ready to go. Friday is again family movie night, so I'm really excited about that. I don't like to switch that up. Like I said, I'll still let the kids do it even if I can't sit down right away, but they really enjoy it when we do it with them. So Saturday I do work, but it is Halloween, so we'll be doing fun stuff when I get off. Can't wait for that. Our church is having a trunk or treat event, so I can't wait to take the kids to that. They are gonna have so much fun. And then, like I said, Sundays are crazy, but I do like to get certain stuff done in our house for like a Sunday reset. So first I'm going to be, at the beginning, actually on that notes and reflection page right there, Sierra talks about making a list of all the things that could be stressing you out. And so I'm going to be making a list of all house project things. And then I'm also going to do a mini meal prep. So I'm going to figure out what I need for, it's probably going to be breakfast, but that's pretty much it. So I will let you guys know as things change, but thanks for hanging out with me today.